Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing well. So it's been a little while since we've done a little voiceover for some process here, and we're going right from tight line art to finished colors, and it's gonna just zip right along. We're gonna do a little Patreon plug right now. What I'm looking to do going forward here is keeping these sped up videos. Maybe we'll have narration over top. Maybe we won't. It's a little hard to find time to be able to do the narration part. But the longer, if you want like the real-time versions of the recording here, there will be no audio attached to them. Sometimes there will be. They will be available on Patreon for the foreseeable future. I think every now and then we'll put the longer ones up on YouTube, but just the way YouTube tends to be, these shorter clips seem to be what generally the audience wants here. So hopefully we can help you guys out. Yeah, so this one here is everything I'm doing right now. You guys have seen me do before with the line art and the inking. Nothing like that is going to change. The coloring, I wanted to talk a little bit more. Like I said, it's a shorter video, so I want to kind of get to the details of that. I've been looking at a few different artists just to see how other people do some cell shading and all that. I'm a big fan of the cell shading because of the speed that it provides, and it's kind of clear, you know, it has a lot of clarity. And I'm trying to just keep this JESOP King style of inking. And the reason for that is it allows me to just do a lot of the heavy lifting with coloring. So I can do better shadow work than just putting in flat blacks and stuff like that. It does remove itself a little bit, I would say, from like a traditional comic book art style that I sort of do, or that I have done. And that's okay, because if you guys have noticed or listened to me, or maybe you guys are patrons or follow me on social media, I don't really do a lot of comic book work these days. I do here and there, but I do art book style artwork for people. Or comic book style, I should say. And it's been pretty interesting. And that's led me down this path of, okay, well then what do we do keep going forward to just keep improving? Besides just generally drawing, and it's color. So that's what I want to talk about here. Everything you're seeing here is all like, you know, we're just worrying about putting the flats in and all that. And how I normally work is I just do one layer of shadow on a multiply layer, which would be usually a purple or a blue, and then I do another layer set to I believe it's glow, it's called in Clip Studio, with like a greenish yellow, and that I just do that for highlights. If you guys would check my chibi videos, those are probably the highest quality coloring that I would say that style does, and you're seeing me do it here. But I just found an artist, and his name escapes me right now. It might be Patrick Brown, Patrick something. And I just joined him on Patreon, as a matter of fact, to get a hold of some of his PSDs, because I always like looking at artists that I enjoy looking at their art and kind of going backwards and looking at what they do. And what he was doing is something I'm trying to do here. You can kind of see it, where the first thing I did there was grab almost like an airbrush and sort of like paint in roughly just like a general direction of light, and then I put the cell shading, and then now I've been putting a second layer of cell shading, and then I just do the same thing. Then I do a light airbrush for the general light source, and then just do like a very fine like rim light almost, and I do 2 layers of that as well. And I'll talk about this probably in another video or two, but we'll see how it goes there, because some of the stuff, like I say, in these short ones, I feel like I'm just going to do a lot of volume, and then we will have to do a shorter one just showing that. But that's pretty much the whole process, right, like that. And then I put my blending modes and stuff on top of it to clean it up and all that kind of thing. And you can kind of see me doing it right now. I'm just working in the background, and you know, a lot of the colors I'm trying to keep them desaturated these days, because once I add my blending modes and my level adjustments and all kinds of layer adjustments, you can really just start radically changing the feel and the look of a drawing. And yeah, you can get all kinds of results that way. One of the things here, this is what I learned from, I believe it's Patrick Brown again, is taking it into Photoshop and using dodge and burn to just push those shadows a little bit further back. I will be keeping this in Clip Studio going forward and doing my multiply technique onto it. I do think it gives it a little bit more of a unique look that I'm a fan of. Yeah, so here we go. We got all this stuff, and here you can see I'm doing kind of like a cut and grad for some of these highlights. I do like that, and I think I'll be pushing more for this direction for highlights, as opposed to just drawing like the rim lights that you saw me do before. But expect some other videos coming up for that. But yeah, I hope this video helped you guys a little bit. I know it's moving super quick. Again, if you want the real-time version, it will be on Patreon today for those that are interested, as well as a process download that you can check out as well. So thank you guys. Take care. Hope everybody is well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.